the heart of Ronville. This is the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting. Yowza, yowza, yowza.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Okay.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Well, happy Thursday to you. Seems like it was only Wednesday yesterday. Doesn't it seem like that? Is it just me? Wait, don't tell me tomorrow's going to be Friday? Is that true? Oh my God, I am so clairvoyant. Let me make a prediction. Tomorrow you're going on a long trip. You're not? Oh, I'm only 50% wrong. Well, I'm not so bad after all. I am basically a fortune teller. I can tell you, you have no fortune. How about that, huh? Let me look into the future. Let me see if I can look into the future. Tonight you will eat something called a dinner. Am I right, huh? Yeah, not so bad. Enough fortune telling. Thank you so much. Welcome to the program. It is indeed Thursday. I wasn't kidding around. What a day this is, huh? Who knows? Who knows? You know, you start the day off, you look in the mirror, you brush your teeth, and you don't know what's going to happen. You might have things planned, you got things on the calendar, you don't know how they're going to go. And that's what makes life exciting. Oh, really? Is that what makes it exciting? Okay, sure. I'll tell you what makes it exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, I am actually quite happy for no reason whatsoever. Because this is the end of the first week of August, beginning of the second week. I have no idea where I am. This is Christmas. I don't even know. I have no idea. I love that expression, it's Christmas in July. First of all, it's not July. Secondly, it's not Christmas doesn't show up in July. I know we're not too sure on the date that Jesus was born, but I don't think it was August. It could be. I mean, I don't know. Nobody really seems to know. How many people do you know that were around then? Who was around then? Raise your hand if you were around when Jesus was born. Look, nobody's raising their hand. There's not even anybody from the Civil War still alive. Well, how do we know when Jesus was born? Were there hospital records? No, I don't think so. I don't think there were hospitals. I don't really think so. Well, how do we know? Oh, some people said so, and they told somebody else who told somebody else, and we just said, oh, okay. There's no, come on. Anyway, that's not the point. Christmas in July, it's like that is like really digging for a holiday, you know. Is Christmas coming? It's Christmas in July. No, it's not. And stop trying to make things up in order to sell me a mattress. What is it with these mattresses, man? I could use a new mattress, but I ain't spending $2,000 on a mattress. And I guess there's some mattresses around for $500-600, but I don't know what they're made of, and I don't know who is sleeping on it. No, why are mattresses so freaking expensive? Why? I think the mattress people just got together and said, you know, we can make a fortune if we just all agree to make this thing expensive. Okay, yeah, sure. Thousands of dollars for what? Well, you sleep on it every night. You spend half your life on the mattress, so let's make it really expensive. Okay. Is there any other reason? What the hell does a mattress do? It's got no moving parts whatsoever. There's no machine in it. You don't drive it. You don't eat it. You lie on the damn thing. All right. Well, we got stuff inside it. What stuff is inside it? I don't know. There's no more springs, are there? I don't know. I don't know what's in this thing. I don't know. It could be cream cheese. I don't know what's in the mattress. It's thousands of dollars, though. If you put thousands of dollars inside the mattress, it still wouldn't be worth it. I don't understand the mattress. I just don't get it. It's so damn expensive. And then they got the furniture stores that sell the mattresses, and the people that sell the mattresses in the stores, they wear lab coats like they invented the damn things. I don't think anybody gets a college degree in mattresses. I just don't think. But yet, when they sell them, they're wearing lab coats. What do you do, genetically creating these things? Why are you wearing a lab coat to sell me a mattress? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm a mattress expert, and I even have the lab coat to prove it. Look, it's got my name right here on the upper part just above the shoulder. I'm a sleep expert. No, you're not. You're a salesperson. You're not a sleep expert. You don't have a degree in that. What are you telling me? No, I am a sleep expert. I am an expert in mattresses. Yo, really? What community college did you get that from? I mean, come on. You got a diploma sitting on the wall? What do you do for a living? I'm a lab scientist with mattresses. I don't. Ask me a question about mattresses. All right. What do? You sleep on them. You see, I know that already. There are hard mattresses. There are soft mattresses. There are mattresses in between. They're very expensive, and I'm an expert, and I'm telling you this is what they do. What kind of mattress do you like? I like a hard mattress. Let me guess now. You like a hard mattress. Is that right? I know my mattresses. Oh, man. Does your back hurt? Yes, it does. Is it your mattress? It probably is. Well, you need a mattress. Thank you. Thank you for your many years of dedication to the mattress world. Yeah, I'm a lab technician. I'm a lab technician with mattresses. Oh, my God. Thank you for your cervix. You're welcome. You're welcome. I've risked my life in this lab coat in order to develop the perfect mattress for your back. I have spent years in the field testing mattresses. What I do is I take my shoes off and I lie on a mattress, and that's how I test it. And I have donated myself, my life, to mattresses, and I don't know how to get them into your house, but I'll sell you one. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the mattress thing. And you can't just throw them out. They don't fit in the garbage can. So you have to have people haul your mattress out, and you can't just throw your mattress out. You have to have it specially removed. It's got plutonium in it, apparently, or uranium or loranium or something. I don't know what the hell they're made of, but I don't know. Did you ever get a brand new mattress, spend thousands of dollars, and a week later, my back, Yeah, I know. What do you do? How do you return that? How do you bring that to the Amazon thing? How do you bring that to UPS store? How do you return a mattress from Amazon? I don't think Amazon sells mattresses. You know why? They don't fit in the truck. I think that's the only reason. Free delivery. Oh, really? Are you a lab technician on mattresses? No, I'm not. Well, then get out of here. I need an expert on the mattress, please. It's so funny. It's a riot. When I go to the furniture stores and the people are wearing lab coats, I just laugh at them. They go, what are you laughing at? You with a lab coat on selling mattresses. That's the stupidest thing. It was so stupid. It's so stupid. When I go to the supermarket and want to buy a lobster, there's not somebody standing next to the lobster dressed like a lobster. I mean, dressed like a fisherman. I'm a real fisherman. I work for the supermarket, but they dressed me up like a real fisherman so that I could sell you this lobster. I'm an expert in lobsters. I'm a fisherman. Oh, okay. All right. Lobsters, man. How do we eat those things? What's up with the lobster, huh? I've done many shows about this. I find it hilarious that in order to eat a lobster, we have to put a bib on with a picture of the very food that we're eating right on the bib to display to everybody else. He's eating a lobster. There's a picture of it on his clothing. That makes it official. He must be eating a lobster. There should be a bib with a picture of you on the bib eating a lobster. I think that'd be a little more specific. And then there's the twin lobsters. What are the chances of that? How do you know they're twins? Do you do a DNA on them? Is that why lobsters are so expensive? Because they're doing DNA tests on them to make sure that they are indeed twins? Hey, I ordered the twin lobsters. These two look nothing alike. That one's smaller than the other. You can have twins that are different sizes. What are you, a lab technician? What with genealogy or something? Yes, I test the lobsters to make sure they are indeed twins. Otherwise, we are falsely selling these lobsters to you. Lobsters are nothing but large cockroaches. Have you realized that? These are disgusting things. If you saw a lobster, if you came home one day and you saw a lobster crawling around your living room, you would freak. You would freak. You wouldn't go, oh, good, there's something for dinner. You would not. You would freak. They have claws, which looks like they can basically hurt you badly. They have eyes. I think they have. I don't know what those things are. And they have antennas. I guess they're always watching TV. And they crawl around. And my first reaction would not be, I want to eat that. That would not be my first reaction. My first reaction would be, oh my God. Oh my God. It would not be, look at that. That looks tasty. No. What makes you think I want to eat that cockroach? That thing with claws. I know it's the summer and I'm supposed to like the beach. It's what you're supposed to do. It doesn't matter what country you go to. You are supposed to like the beach. If you don't like the beach, there's something wrong with you. I don't like the beach. For so many reasons. I could give you a list of reasons I don't like the beach that would go on for years, but this is only a half-hour show. I can't do the beach. I can't do it. As soon as I step into the water, it's trying to either spit me out or drag me into it. Yeah, that's what the beach does. It says, look, we don't want you here. We here, the beaches, we've created the tides and waves and things like that. Try to stand up. I'll knock you down. Go out too far, I'll suck you out into sea and you'll drown. Or I'll push you back onto the beach. You don't belong in here. You're not a fish. That's what the water's telling you. You're not a fish. Get the hell out of here. You can't even drink me. I'm too salty. You can't even drink me. And get the hell off my beach. It's true. I don't like the beach. Beach is full of seaweed. You don't want to stand in water and have things wrap around your ankles. You don't know what that is. That's like a science fiction movie. What is it? What is it? It's little branches of trees trying to suck me in. Did you ever eat seaweed? It's okay, because it's not doing anything. I don't even know what seaweed is. Is that an animal? Is it dead? Is it a sea urchin? What the hell is that? No. Have you ever noticed there are no trees on the beach? It's true. Ron, you're amazing. You're right. There are no trees on the beach. Yeah, there's no shade. What's the point of lying in the sun with no shade? Are we an entire social generation of rotisserie chickens? Who told you that you're supposed to bake yourself? I don't think that's a good idea. Look up skin cancer and tell me how that feels. You can go to the beach, but you gotta put tons of suntan lotion on. 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%. What percentage am I supposed to use? I don't know. Whatever. There's no chart. There's no chart on the suntan lotion bottle. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how much to put on. Why are they selling me all these different percentages? The choice is mine, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. They say anything over like 50 or 60% is useless. Okay, then why are you selling me 80% or 100%? What's the point? Why wouldn't 100% be all I want to buy? Here's some suntan lotion. Does it work? Yeah, like 30% works. Yeah. That's not a good percentage. Yeah, 1 out of 3 chances you'll get a sunburn and die. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all. Why don't I just get 100%? Isn't that better for my money? You don't need 100%. Then why do they sell it? And don't lie on the beach unless you put suntan lotion on. Wow. Sounds dangerous to be at the beach if I don't have protection. Yes, protect yourself from the sun. But the sun is up there all the time. Protect yourself. It's out to get you. You don't see people wearing clothing on the beach, though, do you? Nobody's wearing a 3-piece suit. As a matter of fact, there are some beaches where they're nude beaches. They don't wear anything at all. That's going to take a lot of suntan lotion to cover up all that stuff. I don't know why we do this. And then you go to the beach, and people bring music with them, like these radios or whatever they are. And everybody's playing different music, and you're just lying there trying to relax, and it's like being stuck in radio station hell. No matter what they're playing on the radio next to you, it's something you don't want to hear. Or there's a crying baby. Crying babies. And when kids have fun, they don't giggle. They yell and scream. They scream with delight, especially young girls. Shut the hell up. This is supposed to be an enjoyable experience. Let's cut down on the noise, huh? Go to the beach in the summer, it's crowded. You can't even find a spot. You can't even reserve a spot. Look, the beach is like crowded. There's no spot. Well, let's lie next to that fat, greasy guy. That's the only spot available. We should have called ahead and reserved a spot. Should have made a reservation. What do people do for fun on the beach? They build stuff, sandcastles, or they dig themselves a little hole. It's just kind of boring, I guess. There's like nothing to do but run in and out of the water that doesn't want you there to begin with and be amongst other people you don't want to be with. The beach, I love it. It's fantastic. No shade, wonderful. No outlets for fans, nothing. There's nothing there for me. There's nothing for me at the beach. And then when you get home, you take your clothes off, sand comes out of your clothes. There's sand now all over your house. Forever. No matter how much you vacuum, there's sand everywhere. You bring the beach home with you. I didn't want to bring the beach home with me. I just wanted to go for a little while. Well, look, it's all over the carpet. You'll have little sand crystals up your ass for the rest of your life. They get in there and they don't leave. It's like glitter. Once you got 1 grain of sand, they seem to multiply. You brought the beach home with you. You're not supposed to do that. No one asked you to bring the beach home. I don't know. Not into this stuff. All right, kids. We have got a quick commercial break.
Because you listen to the Ron Van Dam Show, I know that you are a classy, intelligent person. And so I've been meaning to ask if maybe I could get your number. If you're not doing anything this weekend, maybe we could get together and, I don't know, talk about Ron over a couple drinks. I mean, we don't have to talk about Ron, but he is kind of the thing that brought us together. So, well, you let me know. For right now, you're listening to the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Melissa Stewart joins us now. She's an award-winning author. She's written thousands of books, it seems like. How many books, Melissa?
195.
My God. Unbelievable.
I have to know the exact number because kids ask me all the time.
My goodness. I don't know how that's physically possible, but unless you're 105 years old or something, but you're not.
Well, I've been working at it for about 30 years, so it adds up.
I guess so. Well, this book is the most fascinating, and I'll tell you, I do a lot of interviews, and when this book came for my review before we sat down and talked, I usually thumb through the books. I read this cover, I dropped what I was doing, and I just did not put it down. It is so fascinating, and I got to tell you, I'm not a kid. I'm an adult. And it wouldn't come off my fingers. I just read this thing. Congratulations, as far as I'm concerned, on that.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun to write.
Yeah. The book is called Ick. I mean, that's pretty much where it begins and ends. Ick, delightfully disgusting animal dinners, dwellings, and defenses. And I'm telling you, it's an education because. We go through life and we have the dogs and the cats and the animals in the zoo and such, but you just don't think of what's actually going on in this small, icky world. What drove you to write this?
Well, I've always been intrigued by cool animal facts, and in fact, I have file folders in my office where I just collect information.
Mm-hmm.
And over a certain period of time, I realized, I have a lot of stuff about real animals that are cool, but also pretty disgusting that use things like pee and poop and vomit to survive in the world, and that I bet kids would love a book about that.
Wow. See, you just described my family. But yeah, it's fascinating, and this is the real animal world. I mean, it's animals are not as sophisticated pee and poop wise, etc. I learned about animals that actually pee and poop and then eat it again, and it seems like the perfect life cycle. It's amazing how, and I didn't know this stuff about animals that are living on my face. Come on now. And it's interesting because kids are immediately attracted to this kind of stuff, and so are adults. We don't admit it, but when something's icky, we go, "Ew," but I want to know more about it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, give me some interesting facts that people will understand what I'm talking about here. Some things that we kind of didn't know that are absolutely icky.
Well, the one little critter that you were just mentioning was the eyelash mite, which lives on faces of almost everyone. And they slurp up oils that ooze out of your skin, and they also will eat tiny flakes of dead skin. That's one of my favorites. Another one is butterflies. They seem sweet and innocent, and most of them feed on flower nectar, but some eat mud, blood, tears, or sweat, and a few even sip on juices from animal dung or rotting carcasses, which is hard to believe.
Oh, my God. The closest I've come to that is when my dog will poop outside, sometimes my dog will turn around and start smelling and licking it, and I thought that's about as disgusting as it gets. But I guess it's not as disgusting as it gets. That's fairly common, I guess, in the animal world.
It is fairly common, and in fact, the baby pandas, their very first solid food is their mother's poop, and they need the bacteria that's in the poop before they're able to digest bamboo, which is the main food that they eat throughout their whole lives.
Wow. Some animals actually take their poop and dung and they use it for defense, and they spit it or fling it or that kind of thing, I guess.
They do. There's the silver spotted skipper caterpillar that it flings. Its poop is called frass, Frass. It flings its frass up to 5 feet. And the reason that it does that is just basically it's very smelly, and they want to get it as far away as they can from their body so that predators won't detect them.
Wow.
And then there's also Siberian chipmunks that roll in snake pee, so they will smell like the snakes, and they can fool other predators like hawks and eagles.
Wow. And this is all just naturally the way that these animals have evolved. I mean, they don't sit there and go, let's see, how can I get my enemies to stay away? I'll fling some poop. I mean, they don't. It is just that. It's just inherent in the species.
It is, and they use the resources that they have at their disposal.
It's amazing. What are some other yucky habits that will turn people's stomachs?
Another one of my favorites is the red-billed axpecker, which is a bird that you'll often see on the backs of large African animals like rhinoceroses or wildebeest. And what they do is they pick the ticks off these larger animals, but they're not actually interested in eating the ticks. They're interested in the blood inside. And if they look over the back of the animal that they're on and they can't find any ticks, they'll actually they'll crawl into the animal's ear, and they'll nibble on earwax, and they'll also dine on spit or snot or even dandruff.
There's a lot of dining on vomit, I understand.
There are a lot of animals, a lot of adult animals that regurgitate. They will go out and hunt, and then they will come back to their den or their nest, and they will regurgitate whatever they have eaten for their babies, because the babies can't go out into the world yet. They're either not old enough, they're not developed enough, or it could be that it's just too dangerous for the little ones to go out into the world.
Wow. Every once in a while, especially in the summer, there'll be a couple of house flies, and maybe they'll land on my arm or something, and I get all freaky about it. Even house flies, I guess, have some strange habits.
They do. If you see something landing, a housefly landing on something, you might think twice about eating it, because what they do is they cannot eat any solid food. They can only eat liquids. So they will land on something solid, and they will vomit digestive juices onto it, and then that will break down the solid into a liquid, and then they can slurp it up. But if they get disturbed and they fly away, that vomit will still be layered on top of whatever picnic food you might have that you might have out.
That's the end of the potato salad. Oh my God. Yeah. Yes, but good to know, because I thought you just shoo them away and it's fine, but it's not necessarily. Of course, the food will spoil in warm weather anyway, so that's also another reason. But this is kind of even worse. How did you get this information? Did you talk to the animals? I mean, where does this information lie?
So I've actually been collecting information for this book for about 20 years, because you can't just look up gross animal and get a list of, there are 45 animals that are in this book. So I just have been reading as I'm reading other things, as I'm writing, I'm always doing research, and I have folders I have a big file cabinet in my office, and I just put, anytime I find something about cannibal animals, I'll put it into one folder. If I find something about animals that use vomit in interesting ways, it will go into a different folder. And then I can collect information from these different folders around a common theme or idea and create a book.
Crazy stuff. I will say that the book not only is fascinating fact-wise, but the photography is incredible. It brings me right into the mandibles and just brings me right into it, smack in my face. So that also just gives it another dimension.
Yeah, National Geographic, they have one of the best photo archives in the world.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, they also have a crack team of photo researchers that can go out and find just about any creature or anything you could ever want in a book. They have the contacts and they know how to track down those images. So there are some real amazing photos that are in this book.
Yeah, no kidding. Tell me about the connection between cockroaches and fingernails.
Yeah, so cockroaches will eat pretty much anything that you can think of. And one of the things that they don't mind eating at all is fingernail clippings that might be lying on the bathroom floor that didn't quite make it into the wastebasket. And back in, the 1600s, 1700s, there were often cockroach infested ships that were sailing across the Atlantic, and sailors would wear gloves on their hands at night so that the cockroaches wouldn't come and snack on their fingernails while they were sleeping.
How would the sailors know that? Did they actually see the cockroaches doing this? Because I don't think they went online and figured this out. I mean,
they did. Yeah, sometimes they would, they would feel a little something, and they would wake up in the middle of the night, and they would realize what the cockroaches were doing, and they're like, I don't want that happening. And so they came up with the idea of wearing gloves.
Wow. It's a great book, and it's even more fascinating when kids and parents get together and read it, because it's you can't not make comments and want to talk to somebody about it as you're learning it, and if someone can relate to that with you, that's just even more fun. This is fascinating.
Yeah, it's a great book for kids to read together, or, as you said, to read with a parent or another adult.
Absolutely. Probably not in the middle of the night just before you're going to go to bed with your eyelashes, though. Probably not a great thing to do. That actually freaked me out, to be honest with you. I went to bed that night after reading the book, and it was in my mind. There's things crawling on me. Yeah, but of course, pillow bed sheets, I don't even think about those things, but that's a whole nother book, I suppose. Which begs the question, where do you go from here after writing a book like that?
So the next book that I have coming out is actually a complete departure. It's about a group of 14 different species of adorable monkeys that live in a rainforest in Peru. And that's going to be a rhyming nonfiction picture book that will be coming out next spring.
Very cool. Wow. Sounds like you had have a lot of fun with what you do, and thanks for passing it on to us. The book is called...
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's called Ick, I-C-K, exclamation point, The Delightfully Disgusting Animal Dinners, Dwellings, and Defenses. It's available everywhere, I would assume?
It is, yeah. You can get it online booksellers, in-person booksellers if they're open where you live right now.
Fantastic. Yep. And of course, it's with National Geographic Kids that she's done this, and that series has just been incredible. We've done a lot of interviews with the National Geographic Kids series, and they're all amazing, both photographically and by content. And I think it's the premier reading material of the world, personally, for all ages. Okay, is there a website where we can follow your stuff?
Yes, if you just Google Melissa Stewart author, my website will pop right up, and so you can read more about this book or about some of the other books that I've written.
Wonderful. Pleasure speaking to you. Hope next time book comes out, we speak again. Congratulations. Ick, Delightfully Disgusting Animal Dinners, Dwellings, and Defenses. She's Melissa Stewart. Have yourself a great day, and thank you. Well, that'll do it for me today. Thank you to my guest, and thank you to you for dropping by. You dropped by. You dropped here. I'll be back again tomorrow when I hope you can drop by again. Drop over here. Here's the drop location. But until that time arrives, have a great day, and I wish you peace.